Hey everybody, it's Chanchai. Hope you're doing really well. Been a bit since we've been streaming, so here we are. Gonna turn my fan off. I'm sure that was creating a lot of noise. Later on, we're gonna have to figure that out. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna join Akai'S league here. Just getting all my stuff set up again. So I apologize if things are not looking as clean. Please let me know if you're having trouble hearing the audio. And let's make sure we're in the room. I believe they just finished either the first or second league. Looks like the first league with how many people were in there. Yeah, so 04, 26. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Yep, we're good. Look at this, such a great room. I'm really happy to be on the Akai'S League. Last week I was at SakuraCon. Next week I will not be in here because I will be at Fight Kingdom. But yeah, what a great time. Great time. So let me see how my stream goes here. Dang it. Yo, come on Twitch. Okay. I'm getting used to Twitch always changes its interface, right? And I've got to get used to how they just get the stream manager on. Okay, there, we figured it out. Again, mic's audio check. Hello. It's muted here, right? Okay, there we go. Sorry for the bump to the mic. Mic check. Okay, good. Sounding okay. All right, good. So I'm trying a new setup here, or I've made adjustments to my setup, and this is to help hopefully make the mic audio more consistent. I've got a screen that's closer to where my mic is positioned. That way, it'll sound better when I'm doing my thing. I'm gonna move the mic; it's gonna cause noise.
Round one.
Okay, here we are. That might be a little close. Okay. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing really well. Akai'S stream has definitely got some good activity going on. Been great. I'm really happy to see how many people are in the room here. I'm gonna turn Akai'S mic on. This might throw the channel's audio off a bit. But I kind of want to hear what he's saying. I'm going to lower that volume a bit. You can kind of hear it. If you're listening to my stream right now, though, do let me know if that suddenly causes my mic drop.
Round three. Ready, go!
Alright, we got goat in the shell and 2 scoops of base. Alright, we got goat in the shell versus blurring. I'm not familiar with goat in the shell. So we're a VF4 player.
Round one. Ready, go!
I like a lot of the way they play. I mean, I don't think it's numbers, right? Let's see. No, this is very assertive. Numbers always use like the kind of the S&M costume of Liu Bei.
Round two. Ready, go!
What a great group.
Round 3. Ready, go! Ring out.
So Goat in the Shell is playing in a very linear way against Blurring. It looks like, you
Round
know,
4.
maybe because Blurring doesn't use as much like delayed evades, right? They don't dash into evades, so because of that, you can kind of keep being linear against somebody, especially when if you're not like always playing on the buffer. Goat in the Shell plays a lot on the buffer, but when it comes to those neutral exchanges, they're kind of going linear and taking their time. Yeah. Hey, Numbers, good to see you. I do see a lot of late phase, and I think it's cool. Do you know who Goat in the Shell is? This is the first time I've recognized that name, or the first time I've seen that name. But I thought it was you at first, but then I was like, no, this doesn't play like Numbers. But they played pretty good. I think they have a nice Leifei. All right, J-Thor, let's see what you got. Always cheering for J-Thor, player from my region, and a newer. They're a VF old head, but they are new to playing Series VF, and I think it's great. They're a person who, like many great VF players, played a lot of VF with their brother, and so that's all. Like you see a lot of people that develop a lot of VF skills and rivalries with their brother or friend. It's kind of the best way to enjoy the game, really.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah, so Goat in the Shell looks like they like to space out a little. Sometimes they're making these interesting choices because it looks like they like to play on the buffer, but they will definitely like be patient in the neutral if it gets into this neutral, and so it makes me wonder how they respond to people that know how to evade late. With Numbers and with Jade though, I don't think I'm going to see as much of that, but it's curiosity in my head is how does this Leifei respond to people that move a lot. But right now they're doing a lot of oh, that was cool. I like that. I like their response in the back play. So I really am enjoying watching Goat in the Shell's Leifei. Also, Numbers, how is my audio sounding? If you're still watching, how does my audio sound to you? Is it sounding okay? Alright.
Round 1.
We've got Goat in the Shell versus Like the Tomb Raider. Right. So Like the Tomb Raider definitely seems to be someone who's developing their skills. And so they're kind of not sure what to do against Goat in the Shell, but that's okay. That was good stuff though. Using basic core tools with Akira, low punch, 3P. Of course, I do recommend that if you're learning Akira, you want to get, it's kind of hard, but you want to, oh, that's nice, evaded to Yoho. Right, this is kind of one of the first times we've watched a really good evade on Goat in the Shell in the last 3 games. Really good wall conversions for Goat in the Shell, and also not afraid to hit you if you don't. So we're definitely seeing really good skills by Goat in the Shell. But that evade into uppercut was really cool by Like the Tomb Raider. Goat in the Shell is playing very like they're not overextending. Like they try not to overextend, but they do try to get the damage down. So they know their move list pretty well, and they are very measured at the wall. So this to me would suggest quite a bit of experience, quite a bit of knowing of not overextending. This is a very strong fighting game player skill to have. Is kind of knowing to push, but not to push too much. or understanding when you do make that choice that you do it very deliberately. So number says, fighting that Lei Fei style, you have to use movement like 3-3G and 6-6G to bait those high risk moves. I agree, and punish accordingly. Yeah, I really feel like one of the big, with Lei Fei's bigger moves, evade is always a big threat to Lei Fei, but Lei Fei has good circulars and half circulars, and the throw is actually, especially in Revo, the throw is not to be underestimated, even though the throwing was kind of not a liability, but it was like a sore spot for Lei Fei in like before Revo. But even then, throw is always good. When you have a very attack heavy game, throw is really good just simply because it's the rock paper scissors. So no matter what you think of the quality of your throw game, throwing is just so important in this game, and it influences a lot. So here we're just watching LD Wells and watch how they respond. But right now we're definitely doing this Lei Fei off, where we're going like offense versus offense. Showing who was able to get the speed in before the uppercut, because that wasn't really a bad play by LD Wells, because we were pretty sure that Goat in the Shell was going to attack. It just happened that Goat in the Shell was able to get the reach and speed in time to interrupt that uppercut. But that's a very hard thing to do usually. So. Number says you have to treat it like an extension to a Bari, but like a delay. Yeah. Delay is a really underestimated. It's a harder concept in this game, but delay is really important. If you understand the top Lao player in the world, Wasakon, he talks about fighting in 3 dimensions. And while he talks about it in the context of Lao, it's a general concept in Virtua Fighter. And when he says 3 dimensions, that 3rd dimension he's talking about is actually it's the 4th dimension. It's using time, because you're using delays to get the opponent to respond a certain way so that you can counter hit, launch them, or not just counter hit, that you can just flat out launch them and cause them to overcommit or commit late, meaning hesitate. Alright, very good battle between these two. That was an excellent battle. I do think it's good to learn how to play aggressive with Lei Fei up front. When you play too defensive with Lei Fei, he can get dismantled in a way that, like, with advanced movement can really dismantle a very... depends on the style of Lei Fei, but I do think Lei Fei should learn how to play aggressively, period. I mean, I think people should learn to play aggressively. I love that Cross is in here, Bugal's in here, Dark Reaper's in here. This is a really... And we got XTN. This is such an exciting league, to be honest. I'm not expecting to win this league, but I think it's going to be really, really fun to fight everybody that's in this league. Numbers, how is my audio? Is my audio sounding okay? Is it sounding pretty clear? Does it jump in and out? Yeah, it's a very well-rounded league. I think you get so much of a mix of pace in here, you've got defensive players and aggressive players, and you've got a lot of the characters you want to train against. Look at all these Lei Feis and Taka and El Blaze. These are all like, traditionally people feel knowledge checked by all these characters, so it's like, you want this, you know? You've got a Eileen in here, you've got 2 Pies. This is really gonna build your skill in fighting many characters. Look at this. Right? Look at the Pies, Taka, Eileen. We've got a Vanessa. You know, this is really great. This is really. There's a lot of people who complain about fighting all these matchups, right? Right now, the flavor of the month, the flavor of the season to complain about is fighting against Pi. You got 2 good Pies to fight in here. And Cross is definitely a Pi that has wrecked a lot of hearts. So, I love fighting Cross. Cross is very scary because they commit to certain reads, but they play in ways that really, it's very, it can really trap you pretty well. And it's easy for a player like me to play into what Cross likes to do, so it's great. I will probably lose at least the first game to Cross, but it'll be a lot of fun. I feel like, yeah, in a long set, I'm very confident against Cross, but the way Cross has improved a lot there too. But playing in league battle, it's a very scary matchup for me actually. Hey Oof, good to see you. Yeah, the variety is great here, and I like a variety in league because it forces you to. You're either gonna play generalist, which is a big risk actually in this, but you're going to have to make some quick decisions when you play a league like this. And I like that. I like the challenge of making those quick decisions, quick judgment. In fact, not even quick decisions, quick judgment. But when you make a quick judgment, you need to be able to make another snap adjustment. All right, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Let's turn the volume off on Akai'S screen. I don't know if that audio is causing interference. If it was, please let me know. Hey, Oof. So good to see you. I don't know what that message was by Oof, but I assure you I don't think it was spam because Oof doesn't normally spam. Alright, we just woke up and we're fighting Reaper right away. I'm gonna lose this, but it's gonna be fun. This is the first battle of the morning. Good. He's figured out that he can just backdash and not commit to doing something. I like the delayed launch, right? I like that a lot. This too. Just commit to doing. It's not even commit, right? He has the advantage, so this is safe to do. So just do a low crush. And I definitely feel like I need to wake up. Like this too. His patience is really good. Let's find a comfortable position. That delay was weird. I always forget that it's like you gotta. Ah, that's bad. So this is really good. This is the exact game I needed right now, to be honest. I am not seeing shit right now. Yeah. And this 4P is really good. See? Just commit to it. Alright, we're gonna change our move list. It's a little too late. Almost. So right now I don't have the reaction to block this low kick, like just to not even think about it, but I will. Our new setup is a little tricky. I'm gonna adjust some stuff because I am feeling claustrophobic, but it's good. It's a good way to wake up today. You know, the kids have their lunch. Son has had his music class, and before I go to work, I can do some VF, and it feels good. Feels good. Good way to wake up. Hey, Lightwing Dragon, I'm doing good. Hey, Numbers, have a good one. So I really like that I was not able to adjust to the Rock Reaper doing low crushes, right? He just simply did that. It's really strong. It meant I was doing low punch too much and I wasn't in control of it. So we're gonna try to make these little adjustments in our game. Try to just, you know, get comfortable. You know? Our feet wet a bit. And let's see how this goes. Alright, blurring. Blurring's a good one to wake up to too. It's blurring, if you get careless, blurring's gonna start making a run on you. Or at least on me. Blurring has fought me enough to know, so
Round one.
let's see what we got.
Ready, go!
I'm gonna play in a way that's gonna help me try to wake up though. I like that. Big mistake there. Looks like they might have evaded the wrong way.
Round two. Ready, go!
That's it. Couldn't get the tech roll off there. This roll you have to tech roll the right time, I think. I'm pretty sure you can tech roll.
Ready, go!
Alright, good game, Blaring. Good game. But yeah, I hope you're doing really well, Lightwing Dragon. Always good to see you. Thank you always for the support. Really appreciate it a lot. Gonna adjust the mic again. Alright. Well, that was a really, really fun battle. Both of those. Oh no, Goat and Shaw left the room. I was looking for it to find them, but it looks like they left before the league started. No, they're in, but maybe they're not in the league. That would be really too bad. No, they had -1. They played their first game. They played their first game, so that might have been something else. All right, Poke Suzuki, here we go. It's also a really good one here. Wake up to work on against our pie. They're playing very patiently.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Very good. Very good. Okay. They missed the punish by doing 6-6 PK, but they might have we're doing a dash and then that turned into a 6-6 PK.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Alright. So right now our round start timing is not good. My round start timing is not good right now. So I'm gonna have to make adjustments for that. But but like I'm not hitting I've had some good round starts in these last 3 games, but it's still a little off.
Ready, go!
Like right there. So we'll make that adjustment. We'll be mindful of it. Good.
Knockout!
Thank you for the battle, Poke Suzuki. Really appreciate that. Well, normally I don't often get that many Saturday VF, though lately I have. So yeah, this is a Saturday afternoon. I'm glad I can play in the Akai'S for today. I'll have to go to work after this. But you know, last week I did the tournament, and 2 weeks ago I did a tournament. So yeah, I've been getting good offline VF on Saturdays, but normally I don't get VF at all on Saturdays. So really happy when I can. So I'm really happy I could get into this second league battle in the Akai'S. I missed the first one because, well, the first one almost... Usually I am getting lunch for my kids during the first league battle. So that's why normally on the Steam days, Saturdays, I'm usually unable to do that. So, but I'm also taking my son to music classes before lunch. Yeah, so it's family, man, you know. Saturday is usually a family time. Today I get to do a little bit more of VF, so I'm really happy about it. Alright, I have not fought XTN in like 2 months, so we'll see what happens here. So right now, he's very Okay, so he's very meditative. I see it. Okay, so it's a lot of delays with him. Good to understand. I see. And he's going to be patient with defense. This is actually... Okay, there's a lot of things we can do about this. Okay, and he's worried about that. And I am bad about confirming stance right now because I'm not used to the way he's playing. I like that choice. So right now, I like a lot of what I see, but he does have a lot of delays off the bat. It's a little tricky to start with delays. Good. Oh, I like that he went with throw. I thought he would go with like the stomp. It's a lot of fun next game. A lot of fun. I like a lot of what he does do. I just feel that though, he starts with disruption. So what do I mean by disruption? He starts by playing maybe at like 3 different tempos because he's trying to mess with you at the start. And that's fine. But the problem is when you start with the disruption, it's like not having a baseline at the start. And that's okay because sometimes that's what you want to do with the disruptive plan. But understand that whenever you play disruptively, there's a risk of being blown up. Now, I didn't capitalize when I possibly could have blown him up, but that's the risk of it. The risk of it is that if you get called out on a disruption play, a lot of times the consequences can be bad. And that can be really rough for Taka. But I like the way he plays, and so disruption is one of those things that you can kind of bring in and out of your game. Strong. Cross plays with a lot of disruption too. But they play with a very clean, like, applied pressure, so you don't know if you're guessing or if you're dealing with this. If I remember, okay, they do now. That's so cool. Hey, Kusano, good to see you. Monica, good to see you. Yeah, XTN lives really close to me. Well, not close, like 4 hours away from me. It's gotta be a back there. And they don't have their combos for that. So they like to do 3P, P, delay P. Very good, or 6P. That's very good. Oh, I thought I was gonna get it in time. That was good. Good. I hate this thing. Their Okizemi timing has been off today. Okay, so if I'd committed to it, I would have got it, so they called out the delay. Really good, really good. Now, in the future, I will call out that play and punish it, but I'm not ready for it today. Good sidekick call. I thought I was gonna get that. Oh. Really fun battle cross. Always fun. Now, in the case of cross, they had trouble. It might just be Portland, Arizona. It might be Portland, Arizona, but they, even though we're both on the West Coast, but they had trouble doing their okizeme. Now, could be me because I do mess with the timing on wake up. I do change whether I go fast or slow on wake up, and that messes with people trying to do set play on okizeme. But it felt like it was more that they had messed up the timing than me disrupting the timing, if I'm being honest. So that cost them this set. Thanks so much, Kasano. I hope it makes sense when I talk about it, and I hope it clicks. But let me know if it does or if it doesn't make sense. But yeah, I like that. All right, I'm having trouble with inputs here. All right, so we forced a lot of guessing. By the way, nice to meet you, Legion. I think this is the first time I fought their Taka. I like their Taka very much. I did not expect that one to hit. So the hops are really interesting. I think those are accident. Good. Alright, thanks very much for the battle, Legion. You have a very nice Taka. I definitely felt the threat that if I made certain mistakes, I would be eating a lot of damage from your Taka. So good stuff. Like a lot of what you do. Sorry if those hops were accidental inputs or something. They were maybe. My experience when those happen, there's a couple. Usually it happens because somebody is trying to evade, but their right hand and left hand are not coordinating properly, so they're hitting guard and up. And so like they were trying to guard, and then they were trying to evade, and they just had trouble like letting go of guard before doing the evade. So sometimes you have to like slow down your technique or not rush to avoid that. Other times, if you're playing on like a Hori lever, like the levers made by Hori, not the Sanwa levers, like if you got like a Hori Fight Stick Alpha, it came with like the Hayabusa lever, that lever can sometimes accidentally do up and down when you don't, it can accidentally do the opposite direction for some reason. And so I've seen that happen too. But I usually see people evading on accident because of that.
Round one. Ready, go!
Oh, I got that evade there. Really exciting battle, Jathar. Good first round.
Round two. Ready, go!
Yeah, don't do those. That's
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Oh, I thought I had the range to push him into the wall, but I moved away.
Round four.
Alright, here we go. Right now, I'm feeling maybe too close to my screen.
Excellent.
I might need to move away from my screen a bit. Or actually move my screen back. I just forget that I have that as an option. Kind of.
Forgot to train, eh?
Very good game, Jathar. Very good game. You're you all scared me quite a bit there. Very good game, my friend. So, Kusano, on your comment about breaking down people's tempo on the fly, the really good thing about VF being such a high-speed, fast-paced game with lots of exchanges is you can kind of sense these really quickly, right? There's a lot of sample data, so to speak, because it's a one-move flow. It's not a, oh, what does this guy do when it's my turn? I mean, you could think of it that way, but to be honest, I don't see it that way. I see it like on each beat. What is happening on each beat? And because of that, it's a little easier to kind of see if someone's playing fast, slow. It's like a drummer, right? You can tell if somebody's dragging or if they're rushing, right? If we want to bring in whiplash, right? So you can kind of sense that in the fight in VF. And that's what I love about VF, is that because it's playing on like a drummer's beat, on the drummer's tempo. So the tempo, the beat, all of that, you can kind of feel it.
Round one. Ready, go!
All right. We're gonna work on our. So with Tomb Raider, we're gonna work on basic sparring here. But they should learn how to use dashing elbow. They're using 3P because it makes sense. So they might have been watching like Juicebox's. They might have watched Juicebox's video and are following the basics of how to do the basics. And so so for them, learning how to do like there you go. Let's see the combo. Yep, they know the combo. Very good. Good. So we're gonna practice basic decision making here, right? Good. So very good. So they're using the high jab. So what do we do against high jab, right? What do we do against somebody that's doing high jab over and over? Well, sometimes we're not afraid to low punch because they're probably, at worst, we're gonna eat an elbow. And the elbow's nothing much if you know what to do, right? So we're gonna low punch there. Yep. Right. Good. Now we're gonna show them block and throw. There we go. Block and throw. Very good. So now they're showing more initiative. Let me show them that. Alright. Good stuff. Keep it up like the Tomb Raider. You're working on the core basics of VF. It's really, really good. Now, you do want to build some win conditions into your game. So you want to kind of learn how am I gonna increase the damage of my decisions? And the way that you do your damage right now is throws. So you're doing great on throws, and I think that's great. You're gonna need how to do it on mids, and to do that, it's a little trickier. To do that with Akira is a little harder. So you're gonna want to find some combo that you like, that you're comfortable doing. And I think I saw you do 3-3P earlier. So to be able to use 3-3P means to block something really big and then think that they're gonna mash, but that's kind of hard. So I think with Akira, this is where learning Akira is a little hard, because here are the ways you can kind of do bigger damage. If you master 6-6-6P, but that's hard for a beginner to do. So forward, forward, forward punch. Because when you counter hit with that, you can do a combo. But the combo is not the easiest thing to do, but you can do anything. You can do 6-6KK. It would give you damage. So that's a good, fast way to, if you counter hit, you can combo. So I would add that in there. Using the shoulder ram's an easy way for a beginner, but in this league it's going to be hard. It's going to, half the players are going to be able to deal with it. But if you use shoulder ram, that will help. Because then with shoulder ram, you can skill check the opponent and see if they're able to break the stagger in time for like 4-6P, that's standing palm. Standing palm is a really good move for punishing mistakes, like if somebody whiffs in front of you, but it's kind of hard to do as a beginner. Akira is a good character, but this is the challenge of learning him as a beginner.
Knockout.
So Bugal is not committing to anything yet. Let's see if they start committing in after this.
Ready, go!
It's going to be really hard to escape this pounce.
Excellent!
We're going to force some really hard guesses here if they're going to play this patiently, right?
Go!
Ah, I screwed it up. Very good. There's the commitments. There's the commitments. Very good. All right, Bugal, keep it up. Gotta commit. You're Taka. He wins big on commitments. So. Very good. Very good. All right. Good game, good game. So remember, also low kicks on normal hit usually are minus. So the opponent has a. If somebody low kicks you, they chipped you, but usually you're able to go fight right back right away. So yeah, very good stuff. Good.
Round one. Ready, go!
Yep, don't fall for this. All right, so I was typing to okay, so that's a stagger.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Very good. Yep, you can't even do that. Alright, let's start getting orderly about this.
Ready, go!
Almost. We're starting to be able to react to this thing. Getting there. Almost. I tried to evade it, but I forget to half circular. You gotta evade to his front.
Ready, go!
You didn't get the evade we were hoping for here? Good.
Knockout.
Alright. I got lucky there. Good game, Eddie Wells. It was a really sloppy game for both of us, but good stuff. Good games, my friend. Good games. Oh, that was really crazy. Hey Noodle, good to see you. Well, you know, getting in some league battles on my Saturday. Gonna have to take. I've been taking care of the kids in the morning, and then I'll take care of the kids a little bit after this, and then I'll do some work. And maybe late tonight I can get some VF in. But I'm having fun. Having a lot of fun. It's too bad Godin and Michelle could not stay in the league because I did want to fight their Leifei. I think this league battle is really cool. We've got Pies, we've got Leifeis, we've got Takas. Look at that, right? We've got Eileen. So these are all the characters everybody wants to have fighting experience against, right? Leon, Blaze. Everybody wants to have fighting, like have experience against all these characters. I do want to have VF all day. I'm waking up with my VF, but I had a lot of fun with VF last night. Last night I played a lot with our Panda, and I played a lot with Space Time, and we worked on a lot of good stuff. With Panda and we were playing more casual matches, playing like on different characters. With Space Time, it was a lot of training type stuff, and Space Time is actually really good. Training partner because they play like really sharp moral style of play, and so with that it's a lot of fun working on a lot of stuff in that. I am trying to get them to be able to address some of the stuff, the openings in their game. Some of the openings in their game is because they're playing very much in the style, right? And it's just more of how their mind works. But it's trying to open that style up to kind of like to make adjustments based on what the opponent's doing. It's a little trickier. It's stuff like, you know, like switching from like your elbow to your side kick, and they do that sometimes. Sometimes they could do it a little sooner. But you know, and then as you gain a lot of experience in this game, you start to realize that at some point your opponent likely is going to, so you just stick it in there because it doesn't ruin your game. It just, you know, your damage potential might be slightly lower because it turns into Nitaku versus really big damage, but that's what your elbow is doing anyways. But doing like a side kick sometimes to start, because you're like, the opponent should start backdashing at this point, and they start doing a side kick here, you know. And it's not that you stick on it, it's just that you're like, you've been doing elbow after you block low punch. Maybe I should start doing a side kick because the big weakness to me doing this elbow is a backdash. So you just, it's not that you get rid of your elbow, it just means you mix in that side kick just in case. Because you're like, I think this is about the time where someone might start thinking about backdashing. So those are kind of the, those little things that veterans do kind of have, is this sense of, you know what, I can do this option, it's still in the same category, but now I think this is when somebody might start thinking about backdashing. And I bring that up because I think with Space Time, one of the things that they do have trouble with is someone playing a keep away game properly against them. And so they sometimes do handle it really well, but I do think it's one of the harder challenges for them. It's a hard challenge for almost anybody learning VF, because VF is so forcing you to guess a lot that you kind of forget about keep away is still like really powerful in this game, just like it is in every other game. It's just not the same as Tekken's, but it's still huge. Good, good. Look at that ring out, so beautiful. All right, Hugbox playing fantastic. He's just doing great against me too. Look at that. This was like 2 crushes in a row. Look at that. I'm so dead. Alright, let's see if we can turn this around against Hugbox. I don't know if we can. My brain's not in the right space to do this, but I'll try.
Knockout.
Like here, I couldn't turn this into a throw. My brain told me to throw, but it still didn't elbow.
Go. Excellent.
This is where we turn it on
Round 5.
and we force guess. So.
Go. Knockout.
Alright, good game. Good game. So we turned it around against Hugbox. That was a really good game. Good stuff. Right? We were able to kind of oppress against something that felt like it was trying to crush us a little too much. So, yeah. So we're like, we're not going to get crushed now, but we're going to commit to these really crazy things. What do you mean by OWS? Oh, lows. Yeah. Yeah, well, Leon has good lows, but they do have their weak points, right? And so the lows are really that thing. And then, but the mids, Leon's mids are really underrated. So why are Leon's mids underrated? Leon's mids are underrated simply because he doesn't have the universal mid that that many characters have. Many characters have a 17 frame mid attack normal hit launcher. Jeffrey's knee, 6k for most characters, right? 6k for Jackie, 6k for Jeffrey, 6k for Jean, 1k for Sarah, 3k plus G for Pi, right? Leon doesn't have that. Neither does Lao. But Leon has a good counter hit uppercut that sometimes cheats because it's like a half shoulder in a way. Leon has 6k, which will crumple on a counter hit, and that's really good because if somebody starts playing anti-uppercut against you, well, 6k will destroy that. Leon has 8k, which is a hopping kick that like gets into hop state on frame 1. So like he can like reactively crush a low attack. Really strong. And so that move is like, it does have a weakness, which is evade to his back. Leon has 4-6k, which is like 19 frames, but it's but basically it is his normal hit launcher. And yes, it is evade punishable. And if you block it, you've got Nitaku against him. But this thing can crush lows on late. So if they have a tendency to do lows from like low punch at disadvantage, or they have a tendency to like last second low attack, this will destroy that. And 4-6k leads to good damage against most characters. He has P plus K, 20 frame, two-handed attack launcher that is extremely good because of how easy it is to just press punch and kick. So it's a panic button. Like if I feel like someone's about to throw me, I can hit that. And if I'm correct, I will get a decent combo, right? These are really good mid attacks. He also has, 6-6kk. It's not the best, but it's fine. And it can work. He's got 8 P plus K, rushing uppercut. Really, really good. It's good whiff punisher just to knock down, but if you have a good Okizeme game, now it becomes a really good way to whiff punish. He's got 4-6k plus G. It's big enough damage, but it's really slow, but it's a good trick play, and it's a good play that works against people that are overcommitting to small stuff. And so Leon has a lot of good mid attacks. Every character in this game has a lot of good mid attacks, actually. Leon has a lot. You just need to know where to put them, but it's not like the universal, oh, they missed this big attack, so I get a huge combo. So that is a weak part of Leon's game, but he makes up for it by counter hitting them, side hitting them, back hitting them, getting them at the wall, ringing them out, right? He's got so many ways to craft a win condition, and he's got ways to do damage. Yeah, low punching is really risky against Leon. The truth about Leon, when you fight Eileen, you should be using elbows. Any character that crushes, Kage too. And for that matter, Akira. Now, Akira's a different reason. Akira just has like this really good sabaki. He has back PKG, back all three. And this thing will like punish you for doing a high punch and then punish you for doing a low punch. And so with Akira, just do mids. Yeah. So, against Leon, you want to do elbow. You want to get good at using elbow against Leon because that will stop the crushing. That will stop him from using slow attacks that can force you in the side turn. That will stop him from doing low attacks under your high attacks. That will stop him from hopping over your low attack, hopping over your low punch, right? So elbows are really, really good against Leon. Elbows are really good, period. This is the real value of elbows, understanding again, I hate I hate talking about turns and stealing turns, but for the person that's talking about stealing turns, well, crushing is stealing turns, right? So if you want to enforce your turn with an elbow, that's how you stop crushing. That's how you make it hard to steal turns, right? Elbow, when you have advantage, doing a mid is like no. Doing a mid's like your attack suck. Doing a mid's like attacking here, not gonna work on me. Backdashing will though, but and then of course after that you want to get good at learning how to fight when somebody plays the push game. So if somebody when people push you, it's not a bad idea to backdash. It's a pretty good one actually. Backdash is really good the farther away you are from when you're at mid-range from your opponent, backdash is really good. Why would it be worse on long range? Only because law of diminishing returns. The further away you are from your opponent, yes, the less risky backdash is, but the worse the reward is. A good backdash gets them to whiff, but allows you to still have your options. So when you backdash, you still want to be close enough to do good stuff. All right, Chanchai, it's been a while. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing really well. If I remember, your Eileen was actually having a lot of good stuff. So let's see how this battle goes. Let's see what we do. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Ready, go!
We don't want to attack when Leon forces us in the side turn. Good. Oh, this is such good stuff. This is really good stuff. So we're going to be tricky with our plays here. But Chanchai played that corner extremely well. Really, really well, actually.
Ready, go!
I still broke the wall. I didn't want to break the wall, but I still did it.
Round three.
Uh-huh.
Ready, go!
I can't focus right now and I can't hear you. You're too quiet. So I gotta wait for after finishing this match before I can talk to you. Chanchai, that was a really good battle. I'm gonna talk to my daughter right now. Thank you all very much. I'll be right back.
What a knucklehead!
Alright, after this league battle is over, I'm gonna go take care of something really quick since my daughter wanted to have a friend over. And I just realized I left my wallet on the table. I trust my daughter's friends, but don't create that situation. So I will, once this scoreboard's over and we start doing the warm-up matches, I'm going to disappear for like 2 minutes. But this is a lot of fun. Let's see. Reaper got it, right? No. How did Reaper lose? Okay, so I got it? Okay, I'm impressed. I'm happy. I'm relieved. But Reaper played amazing, so that said. Okay. Yay, here we go. I was able to take first by only losing to Reaper. Congratulations, Reaper, for beating me up good. I'm glad that I was able to turn some of those games around. I was surprised I won against LD and Cross. So good games, my friends. Good games. And really enjoy these battles. I think I'm excited to have more battles with XTN. They're a player in my region, and I do want to... I want to see them get stronger because I think they have so much potential. And they are very strong already. I've been seeing that they've been getting results. So I'm excited for how XTN's growth will be. But I have a feeling I know how to help them get even stronger. But I've only played them a little bit. And that's it's not much to go on. It's just gut feelings for me, right? But I really like what they're doing. So let's do it. Let's keep it up. But they actually were very scary, to be honest. So, all right. Let's do it. Boogle, let's do it. Keep it up. And Blaine, keep it up. Alright, I'm going to go take care of that thing I talked about, and we're going to enjoy these matches. Take a break. We're going to leave it on this screen. Actually, we can leave it on this screen. I'll be right back. For the record, I think the replays will start when Akai, jumps out of the screen. But right now, Akai is still checking the results. Now it's going to start. Here we go. Let the battles begin.
Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout! Round four. Ready, go!
Okay, I am back. How's everyone doing? LD Wells felt like that was the longest league ever. Leagues can get long, it depends, you know. Depends on how people are playing. It's true though that like when you have more killers, they tend to play the matches fast, right? And at developing level, some of those matches can go very long. But then it depends on the player style too, because sometimes you will play like Akai'S a very patient player, and they're usually more of a five round player. Alright, Ultra Seabass is doing really, really nice with that Brad. Really good stuff. Yeah, I think it's a really nice league. You should join it, Noodle.
Go!
I want to do more sparring with you. Let's turn on Akai'S stream video. Don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if it changes my volume. If my volume suddenly dropped because I turned Akai'S volume on, just let me know. I think one of the hard things about playing Brad is using Brad's sways are like, they're better the more you know your opponent. The less you know your opponent, they can be quite a risk, I think. But if you know that your opponent doesn't know how to deal with them, then sure. But or like if you know your opponent attacks too much. Right? I do like the goat in the shell handle. I do. I like some of my favorite handles, right? I like the username Yeet Kundo. I think Yeet Kundo is pretty funny, especially from the 2015s, right? And people were saying Yeet back then. In Portland, we have a really awesome Guilty Gear player that goes by the handle Lesbian War Crimes. So I really like that one. I like Lesbian War Crimes, and then I also like. But I've also seen Lesbian Allen Iverson, right? And I think that's pretty funny too. You know, so yeah. But Lesbian War Crimes is one of my favorite handles, right? In our community, we've had Quincy Pones. I really like Quincy Pones. I think that handle's awesome. So. I do think Ultra Seabass is a cool handle. So one of the most interesting things, right? The most common name that I've seen where somebody takes their real name and just adjusts it for like usernames is Christian. And I'll just leave it at that. There's a lot of like Christians that like their name is Christian and they spell it in different ways to where you don't know that that's what the name, what the username is. So there's that too. What's the lore behind Lesbian War Crimes? Well, I don't want to get too much into the lore on that because that's talking about someone's more personal thing, and I don't honestly know. What I will say is that I'm guessing War Crimes comes from because they're a Guilty Gear player. So I would just say that like it's probably because they're a Guilty Gear player. Yeah, with LD Wells, I told others that with LD Wells, I used to picture LD Wells as being like an uppity like British man because we got like HG Wells. We've got like if you watch like the Flash series, right? You got you've got that Wells, So I totally had the wrong idea of what LD Wells was. So I just had a totally different image of you in my head until I actually met you. So, and of course, anybody that has watched LD Wells' stream will probably find what we just said pretty funny. So. Yeah, Just Monica. Okay, that's pretty awesome, Just Monica. I did wonder because I'm just gonna say with the modern face with how diverse the fighting game community is, there's a lot of different ways to interpret Just Monica. But I'm glad to hear literally came from a horror visual novel. So, right? So yeah. Yeah. I will not go into the history of our panda. I do like people interpreting it as red panda though, because red pandas are like the cutest things. So, I'm glad to see our panda in this league battle, by the way. It's really great. We've also got Agnew. I don't know Agnew. Makes me think of Spiro Agnew, but probably not based on Spiro Agnew. And I don't think many people are old enough to know who the heck Spiro Agnew is. I do like homeschooled Akira. Yeah, okay, so you are homeschooled Akira. I was wondering if that was you. Okay, awesome. Yeah, homeschooled Akira. I saw the streams, and so I wasn't sure if that was you or not. So I do like that, you know, I do think Chibitaro was actually named after Chibita. The problem if you change your name to Lanshan Dayo is I don't know how different people are gonna read it. I mean, people, for whatever reason, some people misinterpret my name. And then the funny thing is when they ask me how I came up with my username, I'm like, that's my Thai name. So, you know, and then they're like, oh. You know? But it is funny how many people try to overinterpret my username too. Yeah, so what we just saw from XTN there, if Taka finishes a combo with 6KK, you pretty much have to tech roll it, and it's not easy to tech roll. If you don't tech roll it, the 4K plus G is guaranteed. And so it's a difficult tech roll. It's a cool thing they gave to Taka's game, actually. I think it helps with some of the things that have worked against Taka. But yeah. But if Taka finishes a combo with 6KK, you need to tech roll that thing. You gotta practice it in training mode. It's not easy to tech roll. It's easy to mess it up. Yeah, the stomp is really hype. If you block the stomp, understand that he is +3. And so there's a lot of guessing games that can be played when you're -3 against Taka. So you want to learn to play the guessing games. I would recommend starting with like evading into throw. I would recommend, like, if he has a tendency to do 6P, then you want to evade into throw. But then after that, you gotta understand some mind game after that.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I see. So he can like, well, so okay, so he can actually low throw if you tech roll that. It's good to know. But then you can play guessing games by doing in-place recovery because the low throw won't work. Also, low throw. Okay, here's the thing about low throw Ukemizemi. It's not guaranteed. It punishes you for hitting guard, but you can still defeat it. You could even do tech roll into evade, and that would stop it. Now, you know, again, we're getting into guessing games, but the fact is that low throw Ukemizemi is strong, but it's specific against people that like to guard when they wake up. Yeah. Like, I mean, you, like, again, if they do the low throw, you can still break the low throw. You can still, well, not just break the low throw, you can beat it. Because the low throw cannot connect on the meaty timing. It has to be perfectly timed for the recovery. And during that recovery, you can still attack, you can still evade, which stands you up right away. You can throw him. So you can do like tech roll into a throwing him, and it would actually beat the low throw Oki. But he could totally wreck you. So it's definitely his advantage to mess with you. But yeah, it's good. But yeah, 4-3P, I think you can evade punish if he's doing that at +3. I need to check. I mean, basically, if he does anything besides poke, technically what he does could be punished in a way, right? And like at +3, if you tried the full circular, you could interrupt it. Again, just because there's an answer doesn't mean it just means this is understanding how we go from what decision do we do on decision number 2. When we repeat this situation, what are our options when we repeat it? That's the point of the exercise. It's not to take away options. It's to understand which options are good against which ones. 4-3-P is traditionally one of the most challenging inputs in Virtua Fighter. When I talked about how to test a good lever or a good controller for Virtua Fighter, one of the key inputs to practice is 4-3. How well do you do 4-3 on this controller? That will tell you if it's working for you or not. And so there's two methods to do 4-3. By default, I do it as it looks. I tap forward and I tap 3. Right? But the other way to do it is to do almost like an incomplete half circle. Like to roll it from 4 down to 3 has worked for me like a lot. Anytime I find myself messing up 4-3, I'll switch to rolling it. All right, good luck, have fun, everyone. Gonna mute Akai'S stream. Where I'm on the break this round, so yeah. So for me, I like it, but so here's what I like about 4-3. 4-3 a lot of time is really good with a backdash. So 4-4-3 into the attack is usually really good sequence for most characters. It's almost designed that way, just like 4-4-6 is really good too. So when you get used to doing this, when you get used to doing like 4-4-3, it's really strong for a lot of characters. It works really well. And then that's actually the main one. But there's other uses too. But generally that's the main reason I really like 4-3, is because of doing something like 4-4-3.
Round 2.
That was I like watching this, that we got this match between Karchar and Dr. Hugbox, because both of these players, there's some similarities between them. There's a lot of stuff that they're both working on similarly, right? Oh, that was so cool. The kick cancel negated the throw. Ooh, that was a very intense round. Very intense round. Yeah, so eventually you get used to 4-3-3. Again, sometimes rolling it works, especially for those combos. I would say that if you rolled it, you probably won't miss it. If you do it like, like you go from 4-1-2-3, or even 4-2-3. Some people do it that way. Like they'll do 4 and then do almost like a half of a quarter circle forward. But the reason I do like the rolling method is you can stop on the 3 and just hold it for a bit and then do the move. You can do like 4-1-2-3, hold it, now press button, and it'll work. And that actually works on the buffer pretty well when you do something like that. And when you're playing on stick, because of the square gate on Japanese levers, it's not hard to just have it lingering on that down forward, and knowing for sure you're holding that direction. When an opponent is down and I try to pressure then fuzzy, I still get hit by a wake-up kick. Am I doing it wrong? Well, I mean, it just means that, like, if they do like a low rising attack, I might be misunderstanding what you're trying to do. I mean, it's just guarding a mid or a low, right? Are you trying to? You're just trying to do like a crouch dash into guard. It's a high or a mid kick. Rising attack is mid kick versus low kick, right? I think I might be misunderstanding what your question is, Bala, but I want to help.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Very good. Very good round. Good round, Ultra Seabass. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Ah, that sucks.
Knockout.
Alright. Very good game, Ultra Seabass. Very nice for on the third round there.
Forgot to train, eh?
Alright. It's too bad Two Scoops could not stay in here. I wish they could. I do enjoy fighting them. And I do enjoy working with them on their VF. I see. So, mid kick. Yeah, mid kick. Yeah. So you're forced to guess. However, if you want to know the technique for defending against rising attack, normally is basically you do crouch guard, and then you do standing guard when you recognize it's a mid rising attack. That's like the official good way to defend rising attacks if you want to just guard them. Hey, Ultra Seabass, good game. Keep it up, and like I enjoy fighting with you a lot. Really nice third round, man. But Ultra Seabass, let's keep fighting. I have a lot of respect for Ultra Seabass skill. I've seen how scary they can be, so I had to kind of go hard on them, you know. So, you know. Like I know how strong they can be. All right, Agno, here we go. Let's do this, Agno. Crouch guard first and standing guard. Yeah, and then react to the mid rising attack. Yeah.
I'm no pushover, sweetie.
And if you can learn, eventually, if you can learn how to evade them, oh, it's so scary. All right, Agni, here we go. All right, Agni, let's work on our flow. We're gonna work on flow. There we go. Nice delay. Ah, they like to evade a lot. Maybe they like to play Tekken. But that was cool that they did double evade there. That was kind of cool.
Ready, go!
Alright, let's work on our flow. See here, block, right? Block a decent move, do an elbow back, right?
I want a serious fight.
If somebody evades your elbow, no, if somebody evades your elbow, this depends. Okay, most elbows at -3, if it's evaded, are throw punishable. When someone does jab elbow, that's evade there, and you like evade the elbow, you're evading it at -2. And at -2, evading against the elbow, meaning you evade the second frame of the elbow, it's -11, which means throw for most characters, but for Leon it means PKP. And for Pi it means PK. And for Eileen it means punch rush. And for Kage it means like PK into mix-up. So that's the weakness of elbow. But if you evade the elbow late, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So yes, if somebody evades the elbow early, you got to defend. You got to do like a side throw escape at least. Or you actually have to do just a guard throw escape. Because at the -2, it actually is usually not even a side throw. It's usually just a normal throw situation. So if somebody evades your elbow early, you need to do guard throw escape. Period. Like, you don't really have much choice. I like to think of the movie Dumb and Dumber, and you know, there's that scene, and they're like, "Kick his ass, Seabass," you know. So yeah, somebody else said it too. Yeah, Noodle and I are both thinking about kick his ass Seabass from Dumb and Dumber. I always think that you just gotta sidekick him there.
Round 3. Ready, go!
He's gonna crush. I see.
My time is here! Knockout!
Gotta remember the ranges. Alright, Hugbox, here we go. Let's do it.
Ready, go!
I can't believe PP will lose to that.
Knockout!
Hey Diesel, good to see you, Diesel.
Ready, go!
Same. That same sequence. I fall for it every time. I can't believe that uppercut didn't work there. That's okay. Oh my god.
Knockout!
I so thought that I thought I got the evade punch there. Good game, Hugbox. Good game. That was really funny. That was a really good battle. Good battle. So I fell for the same sequence like 3 times. What it is, it's that sequence because I keep trying to low right there. He's just got me downloaded on that sequence. Yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. He's fully committed to crushing, and it's good. It's a good thing they did. And he's using, just punishing me for wanting to low punch today. It's really good stuff. So, let's see here. Alright, what did the chat say? So Baba guard throw escape just means you hold guard and then you hold punch and either 4, 5, or 6. And so when someone does jab elbow against you, you want to guard the jab and then evade into throw against the elbow. It's really strong. So if Taka does stomp and they block it, right? He's +3 and he does like 6p, they should evade into throw. Yeah. I don't know why Setsuna's trying to call me. I'm streaming. But anyways, let's see here. I see. So CVS is for Sebastian. That makes a lot of sense, especially from yeah, from countries south of United States. Sebastian. Sebastian, that might not be a fish. They might be a crab. Just kidding. Sebastian from Little Mermaid. So yeah, remember though that like for the elbow, it's only if they evade in the first 3 frames. If they evade after the first 3 frames, you could evade as an option, right? So the first 3 frames, this is very specific because the common use of elbow is at +2 or +3. And because of that, that's why you want to understand evade throw is really strong in that situation. So yeah. And when you understand that if they do something like another mid attack that is not elbow and you evaded it, you probably have a punish, right? In the same frames, you probably have a punish. Yeah, falling for the same sequence is my favorite way to play too. So Dr. Hugbox completely got me there. Good stuff. It's always a chance. I do think the fight sequence in Dumb and Dumber is a lot better than the fight sequence in Bowfinger. But I do think Bowfinger's a pretty funny movie.
Ready,
In the same way.
knockout. Round 2. Ready, go.
Very good.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go.
I see. Very good choice. XTN, that was a very good choice there. Very good. He's starting to build the reads, and it's very good.
Ready, go.
Very good. That was a good side roll escape. I like it a lot. That was good. XTN, very good. Very, very good. Extremely well played.
Ready, go.
This is good. He might get this. He's got this. Good game.
Knockout.
Good game, XTN. Good game. That was a really, really fun battle, my friend. I like it a lot. I like the choice he made, and I like the confidence he showed in those last 3 rounds. Extremely good. Very, very good, XTN. Keep it up. That was really, really good. Good choices, too. I'm glad he made the adjustments he made. And some of the stuff that was happening earlier was he was playing in kind of a disrupt attack style, which is like delay attacks, buffer attack, delay attack, buffer attack. And the problem with that is that it's losing to like keep away game. It's losing to like whiff punish. And it's also like I kind of know the rhythm where he wants to throw. So that's why you'd see me attack him out of throw, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I'm going to use low punch in case he does like high punch or something.
Ready, go!
And he made good adjustments to where, like, I like when he started using throw, right? Honestly, the biggest adjustment he made was using throw. And then he had other adjustments that were really good. So really good stuff, XT, and that was a fantastic game.
Ready, go!
Yep, and I'm glad that you used the side roll. All right, here we go. Very nice.
Ready, go! Excellent!
Congratulations, Two Scoops. Very nice. Way to take down the fart storm, Two Scoop. No, I'm really glad you got that side roll down. It's really, really good. And you don't want Leon getting that for free at all. You really don't. It's really good. Yeah, XTN, that was a really good game. Alright, Just Monica bringing in the Akira awesome. Really, really do want to fight with the Akira more. Dr. Hugbox took me down good. XTN took me down good. It's a really good league battle. Our Panda doing amazing. He's doing 6-0. Really, really happy that our Panda with Revo has gotten a lot more matchup experience and is playing lots of stuff because I know how strong Panda really is. And so it's just gaining that experience. And it's really good stuff. I like the way they're playing. Alright, who are we fighting? We're fighting J-Thor. J-Thor, let's do it. And Arpan and J-Thor have also been sparring together quite a bit, so I think it's really good. Panda has really helped a lot of players in our region as well. I haven't been able to play as many people online in our region, but I've played some, but most of my time with them has been
Round
off.
one. Ready, go! Knockout!
So right now, J-Thor, I'm using evade to front against you a lot. So you want to find a way to punish that. And there's many ways. Very good. And I did get punished for evading to the back one time, but that was really good. Just be aware that evading to the front was the weakness there. Very good throw. Yes, throw beats evade.
Knockout!
Very, very good twist to throw early.
Round four. Ready, go! Knockout!
Be careful about attacking right here.
Forgot to train, eh?
Very good game, Jthar. Good game. And still very much on strong track here. Now let's see who Panda has taken down so far. Panda did win against Reaper. Yeah, Monica, XTN, very strong. Panda is on a very high track to winning this league battle. It's excellent. Keep it up, Panda. How do you time? So here's the thing, you don't time lazy throw escapes. Are you talking about low throw escapes? When you say LTE, because the old heads like to call it lazy throw escape, are you talking about low throw escapes? And I do have an answer for low throw escape. Late. How do you time? Oh, throw escape doesn't need to be timed. You can hold it the whole round. They can't throw you with that throw. There's no timing requirement. That's why it's called, like, not doing it is the lazy part. But they call it lazy because you can hold it now. There's no timing requirement. So you don't time it. You just hold it when you're vulnerable, and then you let go when you do something else. Yeah, so you just hold it. And so you should always be doing it automatically unless you're buffering your next move. Nice, I like that. We're gonna build our response to this thing here. So it's really good. That was really risky what I did, but still.
Ready, go!
I like that delay. 6-6 delay. That was really good. Really good patience. He's also using the ring dynamics. He's using it to help understand what I want to do. Alright, here we go. Very good. Alright, good game, Panda. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, so Baba, you don't try to time it. If you are holding that throw escape for a whole minute, they can't throw you for a minute. Yeah, so the reason the old heads call it lazy throw escape is because you used to have to do it in a window. You used to have to tap it within 10 frames before, 10 frames, like 9 frames before and 9 frames after the throw connects. You used to have to do it like that. Now you just hold it. I mean, you can, so you, whenever you guard, you should already have a throw escape in there. You shouldn't just hold guard by itself. You either should be holding a throw escape or inputting your next move while you're holding it. Those two things only. I always forget this is back throw too. I think this is back throw, right? So, because it's not forward throw for sure. So.
Ready, go!
I like that. like that choice too. I like this choice too. Right now we're playing just watching. Like I'm not worried about winning this league battle. I'm just... I see. So that's forward dash into that move sequence. Can't uppercut this. It's too fast. So, let me see the stance. You can't see the stance too well, but basically I accidentally evaded to his backside when I saw that. I gotta train my eyes for that. It is a stagger, but I intended to evade to his front, but I evaded to his back. You don't have much time to see it though. You really don't. And it is a stagger, so if you evade too early, you're not gonna evade. It's good to know. Okay, so LD Wells, when you're accidentally doing an actual throw and doing throw escape, you're probably plinking guard punch. Don't plink it. Just hit guard, then do the throw escape. Do not do... If you hit guard and then in one frame you hit punch, it's going to do a throw. So think of it this way. If you press guard, if you plink it in 2 frames, you'll probably do a throw instead of a guard throw escape. So slow down your plink if that's what you're doing. Try not to plink it. Just hit guard, then do the throw escape. That's the tip for LD Wells. Yeah, but if you plink it, you're gonna get a throw, and you're in trouble, because when you get a throw, you end up walking, right? You'll see if let's say you hold back or forward, you'll see your character walking. That's how you know that you did that. That's how you know the game thought you were trying to do a throw. Yeah. So yeah. Do the guard, then do the throw escape. Don't try to plink it. A lot of people plink it. That's where they get the problem of no guard. I have that problem too. Yeah, on Wake Up it's a similar deal. So on Wake Up there's 2 problems, right? When you do ukemi, when you do a tech roll, there's 2 problems. One, you could plink the throw and end up doing throw instead. Or 2, the more likely thing, if you're like me, you're accidentally doing Goroshiki. And Goroshiki just holds guard for the meaty window. That's 3 frames. But if they are late on their meaty, your guard will suddenly disappear after that meaty window. And you'll just be holding punch and a direction, and it's not fun because you'll get hit. And so there's 2 ways. The main way is to just tell yourself, when you do tech roll, try to do the guard throw escape a little before you recover. Just try not to do it right away when you did tech roll. But if you want to master the technique of Goroshiki, by all means master Goroshiki. Goroshiki is an option select where you guard a perfectly timed meaty within the first 3 frames, and then after that you're doing an evade or an attack. That's what Goroshiki is, and it takes advantage of this weird property of the game since Final Showdown, where if you hit all 3 and then let go of kick, right? Or you try to do something clever, you end up only guarding during the meaty window, but you don't guard after the meaty window. And the meaty window is 3 frames. 3/60th of a second. 1/20th of a second. So yeah.
I won't lose.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Kartar really is playing very well. Keep this up. I'm just giving hard times. So you want to get used to, when you evade, you do want to watch for people that are doing high jab. It's It's really popular in the meta right now, and it is a general good thing. It's a good way to punish people that evade a lot. Because if they evade a high jab late, they're going to be at disadvantage. So you want to be able to defend, meaning defend could be evade, and a defend could be attack. Or, I mean, not attack, but it means guarding or evade. Doesn't just mean guard, but guarding is a good one. But, like, you want to be able to spot when you've evaded a high jab. You know, and so if you do that, you're going to make your evade stronger, actually. And then if you evade cancel, you're going to make your evade way stronger. Very good. This is really good. Karchar's playing fantastic. Alright, here we go. Alright, good game, Karchar. Good stuff, good stuff.
I want a serious fight.
Oh, that's too bad that Silver Cup tournament glitched. Or one of them did. I see Phaser Cat Games. Oh, I think I heard about the tournament refugee problem, right? It glitches. It causes you to sometimes lose control. Like lose something like that. Or that's like the Kumite glitch, right?
Round one.
Alright, just Monica, here we go.
Ring out. Round two. Ready, go. Knockout. Round three. Ready, go. Ring out.
Right. Just Monica, like I said, it's just they're gonna get used to me. They're gonna get used to fighting against me. Right now, I'm just showing them stuff I'll do against Akira, but it's just a matter of time. Karchar, you're doing a lot of great stuff. And definitely you want to train with Panda. Definitely train with Panda. But you're doing a lot of great stuff. Keep it up. Part of it is also diversifying your routes and then being able to control it. But your routes, you have really good routes. They work on a lot of people. I just know likely what your routes are likely to be. So fight with Panda. Panda will show you a lot more routes with Eileen. And actually, Eileen versus Eileen, I think, is a very special training environment where both players can develop a lot of good skills, especially the cancel game skills, especially how to counter it, how to evade, how to cause it to whiff, how to read it, understanding it. I think if both of you train together, I think you both are going to make both of your Eileens a lot stronger. I really do. I think it's going to be very insightful. So keep it up. Both of you are not afraid to use Eileen's cancel games. So you're going to learn a lot about, how to use it really well. So I definitely cheer for both of you training together. I think it'll be great. Panda, congratulations. You got a clean sweep. Totally dominated this league battle. I think that's awesome. Completely good stuff. Good job, Panda. That was amazing. So, really good stuff. Panda takes the top spot and takes it all. Very good game. Very awesome performance. And way to turn our battle around. That was a lot of fun. I gotta tell Akai I'll be Telling them good games, everyone. I think that was the last league. It was really good games. But I am gonna have to take care of my kids and then do work today. But I had a great time. And Panda, congratulations! We both got our league battles in on this last two. So. I love the work you're doing with J-Thor. J-Thor's really improving. J-Thor's really improving right now. I'm just kind of showing him that that I can punish his current game by evading to his front. And that's okay. I don't want him to obsess over it. I just want him to learn how to identify if the opponent's doing it. Keep it up, man.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
That was an awesome league battle. Really awesome performance, Panda. Yeah, no, J-Thor is improving a lot. I really like the way they're playing. I'm glad that, you know, we're raising a really good Lao army in America, so good stuff. Whitmer's in here too, but I'm gonna have to head out. After this battle, we're going to put on VF TV and I'll say my goodbyes. But let's see who else is streaming right now. A lot of City of the Wolves streaming, of course, this weekend. I am cheering for City of the Wolves to do well. I really am. You want fighting games to do well overall. You want them to find, even if it's not for you, you want them to find their audience, and you want them to be. You want this to be an environment where there's more reason to do them. You know, fighting games are no longer like super expensive investments. Like there was a period where they actually were, but now they're not, for relative to the industry. So you'd like more people to develop them, but at the same time, for that to happen, it's got to seem viable. It's got to seem worthwhile for anybody that's willing to put money into paying the people to make them. Has to see it as a worthwhile endeavor. All right. Ooh, awesome. So the Rock Reaper is streaming. We're definitely gonna be raiding Rock Reaper. I love Rock Reaper. So let me see. But I'm gonna double check. And got our room. Let me see who else is in. Master Genesis Gaming and Trey Prees, both awesome, but I am gonna raid Rock Reaper if they're streaming right now. Let's give some shoutouts. So Lightwing Dragon is streaming. Master Genesis Gaming is a channel to follow. It's more popular on YouTube because Japanese tend to watch on YouTube, but supporting the Twitch does help encourage them. They are streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. And Master Genesis Gaming is basically a collective of some of the best Virtua Fighter players in Japan. And they've made a channel where you can watch a lot of their amazing battles. J-Thor is also streaming. That is awesome. And so they've been like practicing and training with others as well. And so I definitely support them. Phaser Cat Games, also a player that has been new. Actually, I might raid Phaser Cat Gaming, if I'm being honest. Phaser Cat Gaming, also known as Whitmer, is another player from the Pacific Northwest. So I'm really happy that they're streaming VF. I want to do that. So. Alright, so hey, Phaser Cat Games, I'm going to be raiding you. So let's do this. By the way, Dr. Dog is another player from my region. Really happy to watch their replays online. Their Akira is getting better and better, and I really enjoy sparring with them. They also have a really nice fight stick. They're using an AFS, an all fight stick, really large size, the 18-inch size. It's a really good one. They've got the white model, and the all fight stick is a fantastic. If you want to build your own arcade controller, all fight stick is definitely one of the most recommended ones because you get amazing bang for your buck. It's they are made in the U.S., so you don't have to worry about imports when it comes to the all fight stick. And they are made of, I think they're made of steel actually, or aluminum. They're a really hard metal construction, and the owner, he is really strict. So actually, if you go to their clearance section, that's like all the stuff that is not like highest quality, but still amazing quality, and you wouldn't even be able to see the quote-unquote blemish. Nobody would ever see it. I never see it. I inspect them, I still can't even see it. But the guy is just really strict about his quality control. So honestly, it's a good deal when you go to their clearance section. In fact, I think the white models have only ever been in the clearance section because they're not up to his full standard of like, okay, this is what I put on the front page. And yet the white models are like gorgeous. So all fight stick, really giving him a shout out, especially because Dr. Dog plays with all fight stick. All right, we're gonna raid Phaser Cat Gaming, but we're shouting out the Rock Reaper, J Thor, Lightwing Dragon, but we're going to raid Phaser Cat Gaming here. So Phaser Cat Gaming, you should contact J Thor and do a sparring session with his room. Let me see. Let's see
how many seconds you'll last. Are you ready for this?
See if I can get a preview.
Are you ready for
Can I
this?
get a preview?
Round one. Ready, go!
Okay, awesome. So he's training with Zeno. Let's do it. Let's do this. You got the matches going on. We're gonna raid you, my friend. Alright, everybody say hi to Phaser Cat Gaming. I know you could say it in my channel, but say it on his channel. Please give him a follow. Please support. Please support more VF players. Let's make VF streaming awesome. Alright, here we go. 18 people going to you, Phaser Cat Gaming. Thank you all for your support. I'm having a great time with you all.
Round three. Ready, go!
And then on my stream, I'm going to keep. Once this battle with Jacko is finished, then I'll end the stream. Always good to watch Jacko's, whether they're playing Sarah or they're playing Jeffrey. Jacko is an amazingly strong player from the New York area, from New York City. Alright, good battle by Jacko. Everyone have a good one. I had a great time today. Take care. Have a good Saturday.